right, MP, you ready?
We know MP came ready to play.
Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action, coming to you live on this Saturday night. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Toronto Raptors. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And tonight, we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA, no one better than Shams Charania. Shams, it is so great to have you courtside with us.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much. Talking basketball is what and honestly, we were born to do, so let's do it.
And look at the guys by our side, man. We all love this game. Let's go right into it. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. On Monday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Charlotte where they'll take on the Hornets.
And for that game against Los Angeles, it's going to be their 6th contest on the year. Fans will be curious to see how this team continues to form as the season goes on.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Dick. And it's Ingram, and at the 3, the small forward. And for the Timberwolves, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's McDaniels in at the 3. And if you talk to guys who know MP, who grew up with him, they'll all say that he lets his game do the talking.
And he's got a very business-like approach to himself when he's on the floor. MP can dish it back if you come at him, but for the most part, he's letting his numbers speak for themselves.
That one doesn't go. So Shams, the Raptors finally traded their terrific wings, Pascal Siakam and OG Anunoby. We know how the other teams that got those players made out. New York and Indiana, they were terrific and helped those teams. How did the Raptors make out when all was said and done?
Both of those players were upcoming fees. It was difficult to judge the trade market. But with that said, the Raptors were able to get draft picks plus young, exciting talent like Canadian R.J. Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley. But let's factor in the biggest key here. It's Scotty Barnes. He is their future. He's their untouchable. He's who that front office feels great about as their cornerstone moving forward.
Love Barnes. Love him. Now, here's McDaniels. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. And the basket by Edwards.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
There's a good screen. Quickly against Conley. And it's quickly missing. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Ingram. The shot by McDaniels, no good.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Quickly. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Edwards. The 11-footer. Here's Gobert. Makes it off the glass.
That's just an excellent save by Gobert. grabbing that rebound and getting his team a second opportunity.
McDaniels against Ingram. Pass to Quickly. Puts it up. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Quickly's got his second bucket tonight.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now Ingram. Barnes outside. Latre. And rebounded by McDaniels. Hey, Sean, for the past decade that you've been a major player in the NBA, it's been LeBron's league, it's been Curry's league. Who else is going to take over this league, you think, coming up around the corner?
Given the NBA Finals we just had, have to throw in Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Luka Doncic into the fold as far as faces of the NBA. But Nikola Jokic is so good. He will be one of the guys for a while. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have to mention him as well. But ultimately, you have to also keep an eye on Victor Wembanyama, the way that Victor Wembanyama could take over the league. And already, so early, was so special. Victor Wembanyama is someone to keep an eye on.
Okay, they just passed a note down to me, our gang here. What about Anthony Edwards at Minnesota? He's another one, right? Young American player who is really making an impact.
Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, you have to consider those two as well. And it's special, the crop of young players that we have coming up in this league. One of them is sure to emerge as this generation's, whether you want to call it Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, there will be a face on display.
And we cannot wait.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Has to go Bear. Outside Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Toronto's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Dick finds Ingram. Here's Purtle. Quickly looking it over. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped the game in this series last year.
Here's Dick. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Ingram wide open. Cans it from downtown. Ingram's got 6 points.
Well, that's his game. Ingram is so comfortable on the catch and shoot.
Randall a screen on quickly. Pass to Randall. Here's McDaniels. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And that one misses. So, Shams, when the league brought in that 65-game played rule, it sure seemed to motivate players to suit up.
Those awards aren't just about prestige, Kevin. They're about cold, hard cash. And every summer, we're going to see records set for the biggest contract in NBA history. Every summer that goes by, and that certainly has an effect on players wanting to play and players being in the lineup. Now with the 65 games played rule, there is an incentive for all NBA team and different accolades.
Yes, well said. Minnesota with the rebound.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Toronto's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. They get it back. Hurdle. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. Raptors with the lead. And here's Barrett, coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. And it's Ingram missing.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Randall kicks to Conley. Outside Edwards. 5 to shoot. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Edwards got 7.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
Hurdle. He gets it in there.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch, and their focus on defense, Brandon Ingram. Coach told me Brandon presents unique problems. It's the skill and size combination. You just don't see it too often. Anytime Ingram touches the ball, everyone will be focused on stopping him. Should be a good one tonight, guys.
Thanks, David. And here's Barrett. After Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. There's the 3. Barrett, no good.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
And Charms, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same. And here's Edwards. After R.J. Barrett hitting the 3. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
It's Dick on the wing. Pass to Pirtle. Now Barrett. McDaniels defending. Jacks up a 3. Barrett, no good. And the Timberwolves with possession here. McDaniels with the ball. 9 points last game. Pass to Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Ingram against Randall. And it's Ingram missing. Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a loss to Sacramento. Edwards can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Ingram passes to Pirtle. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Pirtle's got the game tied up here for Toronto.
Well, when a great scorer can also hurt you with the pass like Ingram did there, it makes them much tougher to defend.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Einard's checked in. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And then for Toronto, Chris Boucher's checked in for Pirtle. Scotty Barnes comes in for Brandon Ingram. And MP subbed in for Dick. Pass to Minot. Here's Alexander Walker, covered by MP. Here's Minot. Good D by Barnes. Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now and writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching the players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently on.
I know. What's your answer?
Not much else, but I can shoot.
And at 6'7", Barrett with terrific positional size, which allows him to create problems for defenders down low.
The first one falls. And so Barrett nails both of them. Timberwolves trail by 4.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Edwards. Rebound by Marshall. Raptors shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. And the layup falls. And the Raptors lead by 6.
Yeah, and let me tell you guys, I've seen a lot of great players come up in this league. MP is as focused on winning as they come.
That bucket in no time at all. Edwards got 17.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Here's Barrett. Shot's good. Marshall making the play. And that's now 7 points for R.J. Barrett.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Toronto leading by 5. Barnes left side. Onside Barrett. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. It's good. Edwards got 19 points.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
MP left side. Here's Shed, defended by DiVincenzo. MP, no good. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Raptors lead by 5. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Raptors?
I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Walter out there with MP. And it's Boucher in at the 5. And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Shams to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches. It's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive, massive paydays. Every single year, we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing to me.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher. And once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big payments.
Oh, here's Edwards. 23 points his last outing. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Barnes left side. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Edwards looking it over. Shoots over Walter. Edwards can't hit. Raptors leading by 9. To the middle. Here's Barnes. It's in. It's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's DiVincenzo. Lays it up off the glass.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
That's their first of the game, though, so sharp passing has helped them to craft this lead.
Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Outside Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Raptors have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. There it finds MP. A three-pointer off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
All right, Shams, I know you can't reveal all your secrets, but how do you develop relationships with your sources, the players, the agents, the GM, the scouts all over the NBA?
It comes year after year. This has been something I've been doing for the better course of the last 15 years. So for me, it's about relationships, it's about daily communication, and making sure that I keep the trust, I keep the faith, and I keep a level of respect with everyone that I come across. Relationships are the name of the game, especially in the NBA.
Well, that's what I've heard about you. They trust you. So if they're going to confide, they know they can trust you. I would think that would be maybe the core of how you operate.
Trust and faith, and that develops early, not taking shortcuts. I'm very much for the long game.
Here's DiVincenzo after R.J. Barrett's bucket. And the wide-open shot from DiVincenzo. Another miss by Minnesota.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Minnesota with the ball after R.J. Barrett's bucket. Here is Edwards. He's got 21. Shoots over Walter. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Edwards got 4 points now in the quarter.
Where doesn't Edwards score from? Even in the mid-range, he makes shots.
And here's Marshall from the arc. MP showing the range.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
There's the pick. And here's Edwards from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Edwards got 26.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Outside, Barrett. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Barrett's got 15.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Edwards, no good. Raptors leading by 14. Pass to MP. You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. You know, knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
Now, here's Clark. After R.J. Barrett's miss, Clark the pass to DiVincenzo. They set the pick. Boucher with the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
They get it back. And that one's good. Barnes.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 8 rebounds in this game. To Walter from downtown. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 4 assists now tonight.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Wingman Jaden McDaniel said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. And the Raptors making a change here. Pirtle, he's checked in for Chris Boucher. Ingram comes in for Barrett. Grady Dix checked in for Walter. And quickly in for MP. Now here's Conley. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. Now here's Quickly. Pass to Pirtle. Over in the corner, Barnes. Uncovered. Mike Conley grabs the miss.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Going inside, Pirtle trying to get open. Scooped up. And here's Ingram from the arc. A shot that time, not on target.
Well, his team has the lead, but this has to be a bit of a concern for him. The shot isn't falling, and it's been a forgettable night.
Edwards can't hit.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Quickly kicks to Ingram. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And it's Quickly in the corner. Good on the triple. Quickly's got his third basket of the night right there.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter. Shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Now here's McDaniels. For three, Edwards. Toronto grabs the miss. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Well, those are the kinds of performances you hope carry over into some momentum for this one.
The shot's good from Quickly.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Conley, the pass to Randall. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Randall's got his first 2 points of the night.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
Now here is Pirtle. 6 points for him. And it's Quickly missing. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
You know what? That's a game where the coach might just want to burn the video because there's no question they're a better team than what we saw, but they got crushed on that night.
Yeah, but what matters now is how the team responds to a loss like that. That's what makes this a big game for them.
Now here's Conley. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. 3-on-3. Here's Barnes. Julius Randle with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 21. Conley, the pass to Edwards. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Edwards got 28.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Dick can't get it to go.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Edwards, no good.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
Here's Quickly. No good off the front iron. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And what a treat it was to have Shams stop by. He's definitely become part of the fabric of the NBA.
Yeah, and I'll say this. You won't meet a harder worker in terms of NBA coverage. Shams has amazing dedication to his craft.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Pass to Randall. Gobert with a screen on Barnes. Randall no good.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
It's Ingram on the wing. McDaniels defending. And it's Ingram missing.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Randall. Shot clock at 6. Teardrop shot. The shot will not fall. Good D by Barnes. What a performance from R.J. Barrett. He has been the story for Toronto. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Toronto Raptors.
Vintage teamwork right there tonight. Everyone is looking to be the setup guy.
Yeah, when anyone could be the next to score, the defense can't tell what's coming, and the ball is certainly finding the open man.
Okay, guys, now let's see what the fans are buzzing about over on social media. Here's a quick question from Cammy Triple Threat. If you guys were having a cookout, who do you trust to run the grill?
It's gotta be me. You know I got those barbecue chicken alert skills. Plus I'll make burgers.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Stan, I could talk about coaching with you from morning till night, but what's the most difficult part of coaching that maybe the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, there's probably a lot of things like that, Kevin, so I'll just give you one. When you're coaching a star player who's on the decline a little bit, in his own mind, he's still that guy he was in his best years, but you have to limit his role, not get him as many shots, things like that, and there can be some tension, and it's with a guy that you have huge respect for.
That's a great example. Coaching an aging star. Very different. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Well, you know, Ingram has such a good all-around game. No problem at all from that mid-range area.
Outside Edwards. And he gets it to go in and off the back of the rim. Edwards got 30 points.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game in a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
Now, here's McDaniels. Conley kicks to McDaniels. Down low, here's Edwards. Misses the layup. Raptors leading by 19 points. Dick up top. Edwards defending. No coverage that time. Quickly's got 15.
In so many different ways, Dick gets the ball to his teammates. Always on time and on target.
Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Ingram. Hits the three-point bomb. McDaniels got his second bucket.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And it's Ingram missing. Timberwolves trail by 19. Conley dishes to Gobert. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Now, here's Quickley. He's got 15. Here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone...
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Well, everything about Edwards' drive makes it dangerous. His speed, his agility, and his lack of fear.
To the inside, here's Ingram. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ingram's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Randall outside. It's up a 3. They grab their own miss. The second chance effort. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
You know, one thing you have to admire about Randall is his hunger to get better. He is a real leader who leads by example.
That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Quickly the pass to Pirtle. Second chance shot. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Edwards dishes to Randall. Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. And he's good on the 3-ball. McDaniels got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Timberwolves. Raptors leading by 17. Dick with it. In the corner, it's Ingram. Nobody near Barnes. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Edwards passes to Conley. It's rebounded by Dick. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. On the wing, Barnes. Back to Quickly. Dick finds Pirtle. Just 5 on the clock. In the corner, it's Ingram. Pirtle inside. Gobert on him. Pirtle's shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 17. Driving to the basket. The shot by McDaniels, no good. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Gobert, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Grady Dick.
Well, when Gobert has the ball, it just seems like the defenders are plastered to him.
Take a break. 2 shots.
A free throw drops for Gobert. You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you ask, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. Marshall, he's checked in for the Raptors. And Gobert drops them both. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game, and so two things happened that drove me into coaching. Number one, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story.
Well, look, you can't let Edwards get this close to the rim because he will dunk it on you.
Ingram passes to MP. Basket counts. MP's got 14 points. Timberwolves trail by 17. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Off target from three-point range.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second. What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Conley, the pass to Randall. Launches it. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. For three, Marshall. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 5 rebounds tonight. Right side, Edwards. To the paint. Wants to get it to Randall and does. And Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Pirtle finds MP. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And he comes up with the deuce. That's 36 points for Anthony Edwards.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked on, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option now.
Edwards against MP. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. MP's got 11 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Outside Edwards. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Quickley. An easy 2 points on the layup. Quickly's got 17 now.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Edwards. That one's off. Still out of sync. Toronto's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. And good that time.
It's impressive. The level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
And the Timberwolves call time here. Both teams changing it up here. With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot blocking defenses from last season. 5th, the Timberwolves.
Well, they played great defense last season. They had great rim protection, and they were very disruptive.
Now, DiVincenzo. 8 points for him. Pass to Randall. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
And it's quickly missing. Minnesota's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him. DiVincenzo passes to Shannon. Connects on the 17-footer. Shannon's got his first points of the night.
Well, that's taking full advantage of the opening. The defense probably willing to give him that one, but I like that he's capitalizing on it.
Boucher kicks to MP. Bangs home the trifecta. MP's got 24 points.
Nice looking 3-ball by MP. Proving he can hurt you from downtown.
Inside. And that one is hammered home.
Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Pass to Mobo. In the corner, it's Boucher. MP deciding where to go with it. Back to Boucher. Clock at 6. And here is Quickly. His three-pointers off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Toronto's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. MP outside. And here is Quickly. 17 points in the game. Sinks the triple. Quickly's got 8 here in the quarter.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
27 seconds left to play in the third. That's good by Shannon.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And they pick up 2.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
To the paint, Boucher with the steal. Puts up a deep 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Toronto Raptors in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. We've got Chris Boucher, MP out there with Walter. Then it's Barrett, and it's Mobo in at the 4-man position. Here's MP, and he uses the glass on the layup. MP's got 16 points here in the second half.
And that was good defense there, but in the end, MP's offense just a little better.
DiVincenzo with the screen for Clark. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
The Timberwolves shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. And finished off by Edwards.
What a ferocious drive by Edwards, fending off the defense with ease there.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. MP finds Boucher. Wants to get it to Barrett and does. MP outside. It's hauled in by Edwards. Edwards got 7 rebounds in the game. break, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
That's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Barrett with the ball. Pass to Marshall. Fires away from outside. Raptors with a fresh shot clock. Another shot, and it's laid in by Barrett. Barrett's got 19 points.
And this is Barrett at his best, looking for a shot, being active on offense. Love it.
DiVincenzo with the screen for Edwards. Good on the three-point shot. Edwards got 43 points.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Mobo can't hit. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Back to DiVincenzo. Mobo with the rebound. In Toronto, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And the shot's good from Boucher.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Edwards plays it up and banks it in. Edwards got 9 points in the quarter.
Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
Good on the bucket.
Can't allow Barrett that kind of positioning. He's just too skilled at finishing, even when you try to get physical with him.
DiVincenzo passes to Miller. And Boucher sends it back. MP outside. Puts it up from 17. And he can't bank that one in. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Pass to DiVincenzo. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right? You think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
It's stolen by Edwards. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Alexander Walker finds DiVincenzo. Toronto's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Walter. Back to MP. Traps in the tray. Marshall's got 29 in the game.
Well, MP was ready to shoot, so they got him the ball. It's that simple.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Edwards, no good. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Marshall can't hit, and stolen by MP. Shoots over DiVincenzo, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. MP's got 31.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Pass to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Miller kicks to DiVincenzo. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Drills it from outside.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else. Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Here's Barrett. MP trying to free himself up, and Barrett gets it to go. He's got 23.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
That one good for 2. Edwards got 47 points.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, keeping control of the ball must have been an emphasis for them. Very clean game so far.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Miller. Julius Randle comes in for Clark. And it's Mike Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves shooting the pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Back to Conley. For three, Edwards. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Mobo. Hits it from three-point range. Mobo's got himself on the board with three there.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Here's Barrett. Out to the wing. The three from MP. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 16th rebound on the night. Conley into the lane. Oh, the loss of Gobert. He can't get that one.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
All alone. Boucher with the rebound. Here's Toronto now. They're on a 19-7 run. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
McDaniels, he's checked in for Gobert. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Raptors.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this D.
And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Here it finds Boucher. And here is MP. Here's Barrett. Pass to Boucher. For three, Marshall gets the three-pointer to fall. Marshall's got 37.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. So Edwards will go to the free throw line. It's going to be on Jacoby Walter. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be. And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one, doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
McDaniels gets to Conley. Drills the three-pointer.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
Pass to Walter. Toronto working the ball around now. Now Barrett. That one drops for him. He's got 25.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
Here's Conley. Mobo with the rebound. Mobo's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Out to Barrett. Here's Mobo. Over by Conley. Just 5 to shoot. Barrett for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Barrett's got 28.
Well, Barrett likes to shoot threes at a steady clip, and He's pretty free with those shots.
McDaniels, a screen on MP. Here's Conley. Toronto grabs the miss. Mobo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Barrett dishes to MP. And again, Toronto with the triple.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Edwards, no good. Raptors shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Pass to Mobo. Barrett with the bounce pass. Fires the 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Raptors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And ever when important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
Well, he came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
Pass to Abaji. It's Barrett on the wing. Puts up a deep 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. And here is Conley. 11 feet away. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, when you get that kind of look inside, you have to capitalize.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And he gets it to go.
Yeah, they sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
MP fires from way outside. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
That's right, MP. They can't stop you.
Good win. Let's keep it going.
So how you feeling about your recent play?
Not gonna lie, Coach, I feel pretty good.
So do we, which is why we think you're ready to run with the starters.
Coach, you playing with me?
Oh my gosh, that's great. I've been looking forward to this opportunity.
Now remember when I told you this is a big boy league, MP?
Mm-hmm.
When the coaches make a move like this, it puts us in the crosshairs. It puts Cliff in the crosshairs too, because the buck stops with the general manager.
Well, like you said, it's a grown man's league, and if you can't handle that pressure, then you ain't gonna make it that far.
Glad we are understood.
Loud and clear, Coach.
It's time to prove you belong, MP. Good luck.